Hello, now we're going to have a look at dividing integers, and as we talked about before, this is going to follow exactly the same general rule as multiplication of integers. So a plus divided by a plus is going to give a positive number, a plus divided by a minus will give a minus divided by a plus will give a minus, and a minus divided by a minus will give a plus. Very much the same type of rule as we had for multiplication of integers. And again, this is for multiplication and division. We have to be very careful that we don't try and use this if we just have addition and subtraction. Now, let's have a look at some examples. So I have 12 divided by 3. So what have I really got here? If I'm writing things out very specifically, I have positive 12 divided by positive 3. So my signs are going to be plus divided by plus will give me a plus, and 12 divided by 3. How many 3's are there in 12? There are 4 of them. So that's my first problem. I have 10 divided by minus 2, so that's really plus 10 divided by minus 2. Plus divided by minus will give me minus. 10 divided by 2 will give me 5. We see the same pattern as we did when we were doing our multiplication. I'm going to figure out what the sign is first using my rules, and then I can divide as normal with my numbers. Next, I have minus 15 divided by 5. So that's really minus 15 divided by plus 5. And I have minus divided by plus is going to give me minus 15 divided by 5. How many 5's are there in 15? There are 3 of them. Next I have minus 9 divided by minus 3. So I have minus divided by minus will give me plus. And I have 9 divided by 3. How many 3's are there in 9? There are 3 of them. There are 3 3's in 9. Next one, I have 20 divided by minus 4. So really I have plus 20 divided by minus 4. So plus divided by minus will give me minus. And how many 4's are there in 20? There are 5 of them. There are 5 4's in 20. Put another way, I have 4 multiplied by 5 would give me 20. And we know that multiplication and division are opposites of each other, or they are inverses of each other. Now, let's have a look here. I have minus 18 divided by 6. So I really have minus 18 divided by plus 6. There's no symbol in front of my 6, so that means that it's positive. Minus divided by plus is going to give me minus. 18 divided by 6 is going to give me 3. There are 3 6's in 18. Now we come on to bits where we are bringing together ideas that we have dealt with before. So we might be immediately able to spot that this is going to be a situation where we might want BIMDAS. And here's a bit of a tricky part, and I alluded to it here with the way that I've written my rules out. You see the way I have brackets around my plus on the top and my plus on the bottom, and brackets on the plus on the top and the minus on the bottom. When we're dealing with the top and bottom of fractions, we are really dealing with brackets. This is effectively a unwritten rule that we have in maths, one of our norms that we have to get used to. The top and the bottom are in brackets. This is how we can imagine it. Now this is going to become even more important when we go and actually do a whole chapter learning about fractions, but for right now you can see that it's going to be important because it means we know what to do first. We're going to do this sum 17 plus 3, which is in our brackets, and always we can come back and do our number line in our head. If we start at the number 17 and we add 3, we're going to get bigger by 3. So if we picture the number line in our head, we're going to go 17 and then add 3, 18, 19, 20. So we're going to end up with 20, we're going to end up with 20 all over minus 5. Now you can see what I've done here. I have done out the top. I have simplified effectively the top of my fraction. So 17 plus 3 is the same as 20. It's equal to 20. So I did this part of my sum, but I've still rewritten all of the sum that I'm doing. So I had 17 plus 3 divided by minus 5, and that is the same as, that is equal to 20 divided by minus 5. And it's really important that that's the style we use when we are solving our problems. We're writing out the whole of the problem as we're going on down. So now I have 20 divided by minus 5. This 20 is really a plus 20 because there's no symbol in front of it. So I have plus divided by minus is going to give me minus. And I have 20 divided by 5. So that means how many 5s are there in 20? And that's going to be 4 of them. 5, 10, 15, 20. I have 4 5s in 20. So I have minus 4 is my final answer. Now again, I'm going to have a look at my problem here. I have minus 6, minus 4 all over minus 5. Lots of minuses going on. And I know in the back of my mind that at the top and bottom of my fractions are really in secret brackets. So that tells me either from BIMDAS I'm going to do my brackets first. So I am at minus 6 and I'm going to minus 4 away. So this one I can do on my number line that I have at the bottom of my page. So I start off at minus 6 and I'm going to subtract 4. Am I going to get bigger or smaller? I'm going to get smaller, and I'm going to get smaller by 4 places. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 down to minus 10. So I have minus 10 all over minus 5. Now that I've done that tidying up of my top line of my fraction, I have minus divided by minus is going to give me plus, and 10 divided by 5 is going to give me 2. So now I have all of my work done. I have plus 2 as my answer here, and I can see how I'm following my work in maths. I'm practicing things I already know. I know that 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4, but I'm learning about it in this new way of writing it, this new context. And I'm also learning about these new rules that I can use in order to solve bigger problems. And I'm bringing together things that I've already done. I know how to add 17 and 3, and I know about BIMDAS, so I can combine these things in order to solve this new style of problem that I might not have seen before. And this is critical in maths. We're going to bring together different methods to solve problems we didn't know how to solve before.